Don't go over the edge here. Go.
What a beautiful view. Roy woke up and there was a bunch of deer around here in the front yard. Anyway, we're heading from Westcliffe today to Salida, and we're not expecting a long trip, but maybe a more difficult one. So we're looking forward to a great day.
Well, we're ready to hit the TransAmerica Trail again today. We're going to slow things up a little bit and try and get acclimated to the altitude here, but we'll still put in some pretty good miles today. Let's get started. This morning we will be riding northwest through the Wet Mountain Valley. The valley sits between the Wet Mountain Range to the east and the Sangre de Cristo Range to the west. The Sangre de Cristo Range is seen in the initial clips at the beginning of this episode. The range has 10 mountains over 14,000 feet and 13 mountains over 13,000 feet. Impressive indeed. And yes, that's snow at the top. Our direction of travel parallels the range as we wind our way through farms and ranches. You can't tell from the video, but it's quite chilly. My bike didn't want to start this morning. Even though the Tat has one riding on the highway, the scenery is unbelievable. When you turn onto Highway 1A, you are in for a treat. The road twists and turns as it carves through the canyon. This 1,000-foot descent along Oak Creek brings one out to the little waypoint of Cotopaxi. This would be a great place to take a break if it fits your schedule. This morning we have no need to stop, so we cross the highway and head into the mountains. But not before we take video of the Arkansas River. Beautiful, huh? We are riding up into the Mosquito Range. The range boasts 5 mountains that peak over 14,000 feet. The Colorado Tat just doesn't disappoint. It's no wonder why it's so popular. Initially, there are homes and ranches we pass by, but the higher we climb, the more remote it gets. We ride by a sign that reminds everyone that there is limited winter maintenance. This is a sure sign we are entering wilderness. This high Alpine cabin appears to have some hunters here. It's a cute little place here. How neat would that be? I don't know how old those cabin ruins are, but I think it's fair to say that they might be hitting the century mark or older. We continued to climb until we reached this very steep hill climb. It doesn't look like much, but I can assure you this was one of the steepest climbs we've ever made on the TransAmerica Trail. We cross a saddle between Stony Face Mountain and Jack Hall Mountain. Both of these mountains top out at over 11,000 feet. At this point, I believe we are well over 10,000 feet. We remain at near this altitude for several miles before we start a descent to around 9,000 feet. What a great view we get, though. Isn't this just beautiful here? We're high up. We're looking down on just about everything. Do we go right, straight, or left? After consultation with the Jeepster, we decide to go left. Oh my God, I wish we would have filmed this downhill descent. The road had 18-inch deep ruts, and it did not stop for over 3/4 of a mile. It was so bad I could not take my hands off the handlebars. I had no choice but to continue down. I got out of range to be able to warn Sherry and Roy of the perils with the communication devices. I knew they would be on their own, and amazingly, everyone made it through without crashing. Without a doubt, this was a hardcore 4x4 off-road trail. A normal vehicle or truck would never have stood a chance. As you can see, Sherry was able to film the flatter section, which is still quite rough. Amazingly, we passed by a real rustic cabin up in here on this really rough section. There's no way they get a vehicle up here when it's winter time. The only way they could get up here would be by snowmobile. For 3 old-timers, I think we proved our chops on this road. Eventually, we pop out on this road, which is much better. And in retrospect, if we'd looked at the map ahead of time and could have seen what we were getting into, if we'd taken the right-hand turn at that intersection, we would have looped right around that had brought us down into this high Alpine plain here, and it looked like a much smoother and nicer road. As you can see, we've run into some ranches and there's cattle up here, and there's also a transmission line. It means we're getting back to where people can access the mountains a little bit easier, and we're on a real gradual descent. Slowly but surely, we wind our way down. You are in for a treat when we ride along the face of the mountain overlooking the valley. It is way cool. A common theme in Colorado was the fall colors. The bright yellow of the aspens is just amazing. As a matter of commentary, I love aspens. I love them so much that I bought 3 trees for our house in Indiana. They may be the only aspens in the state of Indiana. Okay, take a look at this. This view is just amazing as we reach the valley here. What a beautiful view.
Yeah, don't go over the edge here. Go with you.
The camera doesn't show it, but that dropped off for several hundred feet, nearly straight down. The road down to Salida was a nice, slow descent on really well-maintained roads. And the view was awesome. But yeah, we're getting closer and closer to Salida now. Check out these yellow wildflowers growing right out of the rock. Pretty impressive, and they're beautiful to boot. We are all the way down now, and it's just a short ride to the highway that takes us into Salida. We're starting to see some homes here that are in the outskirts. Here's an intrepid bicyclist, and he's heading uphill. That's pretty impressive, guy. Here's a view of the Arkansas River. It runs right through Salida. We ride right through downtown Salida on our way to dinner. What a fun restaurant we have waiting for us. We're almost there. We're all hungry because we've been riding all day. This will be great.
I sure met somebody this morning that suggested this boathouse cantina here that's right on the river, and it's pretty cool. So that's where we're going to have dinner this evening before calling it quits.
Smoked chicken tacos. Did you look up there? Did you see that?
This pizzeria is actually upstairs. Here's the stairs to go up to the restaurant. Kind of cool, huh? I don't know if you can see it in this video or not, but as I look upstream, I didn't notice it on the way in, they have kayaking gates like they would do in the Olympics for kayaking competitions. It's pretty cool. So hopefully you can see that.
This hill behind us, I don't know if you can see, but there's somebody riding a bike and somebody walking on those trails. Looks like a lot of fun.
There's a couple of mule deer here across the street from us. There's been deer in town here all over the place, but it's kind of cute to see them. Sherry's trying to do the sneak attack. Well, that's it for tonight. I hope you liked the video for today. Boy, we sure had a fun time riding today. So tomorrow we'll be back on the trail. Take care.
Here's my end of day. We're in Salida, and we had a great day. Kind of started a little bad because Mike's battery was dead, but he was able to jump it and reset it. So that went well. But we had the aspen forest that I love. There was some really rocky, rough roads that were fun to go down. And I think my favorite was going uphill. We went really steeply uphill. I got it on film, so I'm hoping that turns out. And then here in Salida, or Salida, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, we went to a neat restaurant by the river, and that was cool. And I saw deer when we were trying to put some gas in our bikes right on the main road. So anyway, got some pictures of that too. So fun day, looking forward to tomorrow.